This is Trina from High Voltage at PaleyFest, and we are with Sera Gamble, the executive producer and co-creator of the new Lifetime show, You, capital letters, You. I read something in an interview that you said, it was really interesting, about one of the things that crystallized why you and Carolyn Kepnes, the author, went ahead and did this show. That scene where you guys were in a bar, a gentleman approached you, kind of drunk, topic of conversation turned out to be Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And he didn't get the message.
He just didn't want to stop.
Tell me about that situation.
Well, it's one thing to feel that you're an empowered woman with some life experience and that, oh, I'm not Beck anymore. She's 23. She's still learning how to negotiate and maneuver being in the world. But in this moment that we had just been talking about it, Carolyn and I looked at each other and realized we're being nice, we're being polite, we're smiling, we're giving him messages that he's drunk enough to misinterpret just because we're trying to keep this de-escalated. And it made me so keenly aware that the danger women feel as they just move through the world is it's everywhere. It's and it's something I don't think men necessarily know that we feel every day when we walk through the world. No matter how old you are, no matter where you are, no matter if you have a black belt in Taekwondo, it's part of what we experience every day. It's part of what we put our energy in every day. So we were like, let's make a show. Let's make a show about a guy who doesn't understand that.
Okay, fair point, especially today in our current climate.
Yeah.
Very relevant. So the scenario of the story is we have a gentleman, Joe Goldberg. Innocuous, seems harmless, not so much.
No.
We have a lovely author-to-be,
Guinevere Beck.
I love that first name. And it's almost like a Romeo and Juliet gone wrong. And in this Me Too movement where you're addressing the situation of toxic masculinity and you're trying to do so, not necessarily man-bashing because we don't need that, but you need to be honest. What about Joe? What about the relationship between Joe and Beck made you say this needs to be told right now?
Well, I'm excited that we're having so much conversation around the Me Too movement, and it's necessary. I mean, these conversations come up in our culture every now and again, but obviously there's an imbalance that needs to be changed. I think part of that conversation should be the messages we're giving our boys and our men. And Joe didn't receive some weird alien message that made him some kind of crazy guy. He is operating on the same programming as the rest of us. He saw the great films. He read the great romantic books. He's just taking it to an extreme.
Right.
So he's a really fun, entertaining, creepy way for us to talk about the fact that the current situation hurts men and hurts women. We should talk about both.
All right. So you've got one season done. You've already got season 2 coming.
We do.
That's kind of brilliant. So without giving away too much of where season 1 ends, what can we do with season 2? What do you think you're going to do with season 2?
We're going to take it to Los Angeles, new city. And,
Nice.
you know, part of the fun of season 1 is that New York is this great romantic character. You know, it's the perfect place to fall in love when you're young and a little broke. But Caroline also really lambasts New York, sort of the hipster Brooklyn culture, certain moneyed elites in New York, and she does that, but like double in the second book with Los Angeles.
Okay.
She skewers Hollywood, and we're really looking forward to getting into a writer's room full of Hollywood writers and doing that.
Not personal, Hollywood. Don't take it personal.
Don't take it
just
too
real.
Take it personally, Hollywood. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Great question.
Thank you.